Welcome back to 843 TV. We are joined by Joe Lee, Councilman for Port Royal. Joe, thanks for being here today.
Good to be here. Good
and
to be here.
we've got Port Royal right in our background, don't we? Right over our shoulder.
We sure do. Right down the road.
So the events just keep on coming in Port Royal during the month of May. Can you tell us what to expect this month?
Yeah, I tell everybody we finished our big event, the Softshell Crab Festival, and it's a huge success, and we're so happy everybody came out on a questionable day of the weather, but it worked out great, and we're happy everybody came.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Lots of crabs.
Lots of crabs. Everybody had a good time. Lots of music. Yeah.
And then in May, you've got the street music series beginning again this month.
Everybody looks forward to that. It starts middle of the month, 17th of May, and it's free. And we ask everybody to come and bring their coolers. It's 6 o'clock in the evening. The street's closed off. You get to hear a different type of music every event. So we have the 17th and the 24th of May. Each Saturday will be a street music event.
And where do y'all set up for that?
We set up on Paris Avenue between 10th Street and 11th Street, basically in front of what is Smoking Planks Restaurant.
Okay.
And so that's blocked off for that period of time. Mm-hmm. And everybody just gets to bring their chairs and sit in the street.
Nice. Well, the weather, I'm sure, cooperates that time.
Well, if the weather doesn't cooperate, we've got the shed right down the street, and we go there.
Yeah. Well, so, hopefully it'll be like today is.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, with a little bit of breeze like this, too.
Bring your chairs and your coolers, right?
Yes, chairs and coolers, and kids and neighbors.
That's right.
And friends.
That's great.
Yeah.
And everybody loves the street music. They like to pretend they're a Port Royal resident for the evening.
That's right.
But you also have Birthday for Birds this year, and it's the second year, correct?
It sure is, Linnell, and this is a celebration of our rookery. And the Audubon folks came to us last year and said, you know, the birds are hatching in early May, and we'd like to celebrate that event. So what we did is last year we put together a little program on at the wetlands in the amphitheater, and basically it's for the kids. The kids come and they have birthday cake, and then we give a little talk about the birds and what to expect, and then take the kids on a tour of the boardwalk and show them the birds. And this year we're adding a couple of things. We've got a naturalist that's giving a talk. We have kazoos for the children. And we have a DJ playing bird music, so I'm kind of anxious to see what that might be. But this will be May the 10th, and it goes 11:45 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, so it's over lunchtime, and it's right there behind the police station. So come on out. It's going to be a fun event, and grows every year.
That's great.
Would you mind sharing with us the new details on this season of street music? Yeah,
I sure will, Michael. This year, we've got a completely different type of lineup of music, and we try to have our guests enjoy a different style every time, because if we just play the same genre of music, people go, no. So every time we're going to get hit with a whole different array. And our director this year, J.W. Rohn, is working on this program he's moved out of town, but we've retained him this year to keep our programming together, and we really do look forward to an excellent season.
Well, I've said it before, and I mean, Port Royal is such a great, small southern town because y'all do so many events, and you just, they're all unique events. And there's nothing better than having a small town with all these things you do.
Well, that's the benefit of being able to do all this stuff, because everybody's right there, and we're all together.
The Historic Port Royal Foundation has something coming up in May. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's really great. They have started programming different things for their regular meetings, and this month on May the 10th at 6 o'clock, they're going to have a talk by Craig Reeves, who owns Sea Eagle Market. Yeah. And Craig has a shrimp boat, and we know that the shrimp business is teetering, and so Craig is going to come and speak to the group about the shrimping business and what the future is and how we can work better to protect it. Well, what the benefit of this is actually he's going to cook crab cakes and shrimp and barbecue and bring it to this meeting. And the good news is it's free. So 6 o'clock on a Tuesday evening, you can come here and talk about the shrimp business and get some fresh cooked food. And we look forward to this because it'll energize everybody to understand how to protect the shrimp business.
Sure.
Which we're all, of course, pretty serious about.
It's vital.
It is. It really is. Yeah.
So it sounds like there's another charity that Port Royal residents are starting to support. Can you tell us a little bit about this?
I sure can, Will. It's really interesting because a few years ago, a couple of us got involved in croquet.
Oh, nice.
With the what used to be called the Beaufort Marine Institute. Now it's called AMI, American Marine Institute. And it's a camp for boys out north of Beaufort. And these boys are brought out of the penal system. Instead of going to prison, they're brought out there and they're in a setting like this on the water. And they go to school and they learn a trade. And so to support this, it's pretty much personal donations. And so they have a charity golf or croquet tournament every year. And so we put 2 teams. Each team is 8 people, and the residents put together 2 teams, and we play croquet out at Brays Island. The people at Brays Island turn their putting green into a croquet setting, and it is a lot of fun. It's a couple of hundred people in all white and trying to hit a little croquet ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not your traditional croquet. It's a 20-minute, they give you 20 minutes to go around the court, and points are scored when you go through the wicket. So it's a completely different, but it is so much fun. And I encourage everybody, if you like to play croquet or if you want to have a lot of fun, that's a great opportunity to do some real good. These people really do a great job.
Well, as usual, Port Royal is involved in a lot of great things. Where can people go just to get more information, or can they call a number? What would be your advice there?
Call Town Hall, 986-2211.
Okay, and any questions can be answered right there.
Yep. Sure.
All right. Well, thank you for being here today. As always, you did a great job.
Well, thank you, Linnell, for the weather.
Absolutely.
She's our hostess. Nice job.
And we'll be back with the final segment of 843 TV.